A personal message from God. My beloved child, hear me today, my precious child. I need you to listen closely, for these words are meant for your heart alone. In the quiet moments of your day, when your thoughts turn to me, remember this: I am always here, always listening. Your prayers are more precious to me than you can imagine, each one like a treasure stored deep in my heart. But today I want to talk about the nature of your prayers and the unbreakable bond we share. When you come to me, I don't seek perfection, I long for your honesty. Your unfiltered thoughts and emotions are what I desire. Don't hide behind polite words or what you think I want to hear. I am your Father, and I know your heart in its entirety. Bring me your joys, your sorrows, and yes, even your anger. There may be times when life feels overwhelming and storms rage around you. You might feel uncertain about the path ahead, and anger might rise within you, perhaps even anger at me. My child, don't suppress these feelings. Don't feel ashamed of them. Instead, bring them to me. Tell me when you're upset, when you're frustrated, when you have questions. I am not a fragile God who cannot handle your honesty. I am the God who formed you, who knows every hair on your head and every thought in your mind. I want you to remember the Psalms of David. He cried out to me in anguish, fear, and anger. He questioned my ways and my timing, and yet he was a man after my own heart. Why? Because he brought everything to me: his joy, his pain, his questions, and through that raw honesty, he drew closer to me. When you're confused, when you're scared, when you feel alone, bring it all to me. I am your refuge, your strong tower, your ever-present help in trouble. Don't hesitate to share this message with those who may need to hear it. For just as I am with you, I long to reach others through you. Do you wonder why certain hardships have come into your life? Ask me. Are you scared of what tomorrow holds? Tell me, do you struggle to understand my ways? Share your struggles with me. These emotions are not sinful, my child. They are part of the journey I have given you. What matters is what you do with them. Bring them to me and let me carry them for you. When you're angry, come to me. Shout if you need to. Cry if you must. I can handle it. Your raw, honest emotions mean that you're still turning to me, and that, my beloved, is faith. Even in your anger, you are acknowledging that I am still sovereign over your life. When you're scared, run to me. When the shadows loom large and fear grips your heart, let me be your protector and shield. I want to comfort you with a love so perfect it casts out all fear. And when you're confused, seek me. I am the God of all wisdom, and I give generously to those who ask. I may not always give the answers you expect, but I will always guide you with peace that surpasses understanding. My child, prayer isn't about fancy words or grand gestures. It's a conversation, a beautiful, divine dialogue between you and me. Be vulnerable with me, and in return, you'll find healing, growth, and peace. When you bring your anger, I will help you find resolution. When you bring your fears, I will remind you of my promises. When you bring your confusion, I will grant you the wisdom to see things through my eyes. If this message has touched your heart, and you wish to support our ministry in spreading God's love, consider subscribing our channel. Together, we can share His light with the world. My beloved child, there are moments in life when the world seems loud and chaotic, but I am calling you to listen closely to this quiet message just for you. In the stillness of your heart, and those moments when you turn your thoughts toward me, I want you to know I am here. I have always been here. Your prayers are precious to me, each one more valuable than the finest gold. But today, I want to talk to you about something deeper, the bond we share through those prayers. When you come to me, my heart longs for honesty, not perfection. I desire your real, unfiltered thoughts and feelings. There's no need to hide behind what you think I want to hear, because I already know your heart. I know the joy you feel, the sorrow you carry, the fears that sometimes overwhelm you, and yes, even the anger that rises in your spirit. Bring it all to me, child. I am your father, and I want to share in every part of your life. There are times when life feels overwhelming, and the storms rage around you. The path I've set before you may seem unclear or filled with obstacles you didn't expect. In those moments, it's okay to feel angry even if it's directed at me. Do not hide it away in shame. Do not suppress it. Instead, bring it to me. I can handle your anger, your doubts, and your confusion. In fact, I welcome them. When you feel frustrated, let it out. When you question why things are happening, come to me and ask. Remember David, my faithful servant. He cried out to me in his darkest moments, unafraid to share his fears and frustrations. He questioned my timing, my methods, even my presence, yet he remained a man after my own heart. Why? Because he trusted me with everything. He held nothing back, and in doing so, he grew closer to me. My child, when confusion clouds your mind or fear grips your heart, come to me with your questions. I am your refuge, your strength, your ever-present help in times of trouble. If this message resonates with you, I encourage you to share it with someone who may need it. Let others feel the comfort of my presence. Just as you do, I know that sometimes life can seem unfair. You might wonder why I've allowed certain hardships to come your way. Ask me, are you afraid of what the future holds? Tell me, are you struggling to understand why certain doors have closed? Let me into those thoughts. These questions are not signs of weak faith, my child. They are signs that you trust me enough to bring your deepest concerns to me. When you share your anger or fears with me, I can bring you healing. When you're honest with me, you give me the opportunity to work more fully in your life. If you feel led, consider supporting our ministry through a donation. Your generosity helps us spread God's love to others who may need it most. A simple act of kindness can bring light into someone's life. Understand this, my child. It is not sinful to feel angry, scared, or confused. These emotions are part of the journey I have given you. What matters is what you do with them. When you're angry, don't hold it in. Come to me. Cry if you need to. Shout if you must. I am strong enough to bear the weight of your emotions. In your raw honesty, you are still turning to me, and that is an act of faith. When you bring your anger to me, I will help you understand its root causes, and together, we will find peace. When you're afraid, come to me. Tell me about the shadows that loom large in your mind, the uncertainties that keep you up at night. I am your protector, your fortress. Let me shield you with my perfect love, for my love casts out all fear. And when confusion sets in, seek me. Bring your doubts, your questions, and your inability to understand the world around you. I am the God of wisdom, and I give generously to all who ask. I may not always provide the answers you expect, but I will guide you and give you the peace that surpasses all understanding. My child, prayer is not about impressing me with eloquent words or perfectly crafted phrases. Prayer is a conversation, a divine dialogue between you and me. When you pray to me with complete honesty, several beautiful things happen. First, our relationship deepens. You invite me into every aspect of your life, holding nothing back. This vulnerability strengthens our bond and allows me to work more fully in your life. Second, you free yourself from the burden of pretending. So often, my children feel they must always be strong, always have faith, always understand my ways. But I know when you're hurting, I know when you're doubting. And by expressing these feelings to me, you allow me to help you process them. Third, you open yourself to healing and growth. When you bring your anger, I help you find peace. When you share your fears, I remind you of my promises. When you express confusion, I grant you wisdom. This kind of open, honest prayer isn't disrespectful, my child. It's an act of deep faith. Together, we can continue to spread the message of Jesus Christ. Think of the heroes of faith throughout the Bible. Abraham, who questioned my plans. Moses, who argued with me. Job, who demanded answers. Peter, who denied me. Thomas, who doubted me. None of them were perfect, yet I used them to accomplish my will. I am not seeking perfection from you either. I am seeking relationship. I am seeking your whole heart, especially the parts you think are unworthy or unacceptable. When you pray, strip away the formalities. Forget about finding the right words or the perfect way to pray. Come as you are with your joys, your struggles, your praises, and your complaints. If you're happy, share your excitement with me. If you're sad, cry with me. If you're angry, vent to me. If you're confused, bring me your questions. I want to walk this journey with you. And remember this, my child, I already know your thoughts and feelings. But when you bring them to me in prayer, you're inviting me to work in your life. You're giving me the chance to comfort you, to guide you, and to transform you from the inside out. Amen.